Before starting the video, I just want to clarify that I am not a medical expert by any means, but these characters are fictional, so let it be. On the left side, we have stable, which means how stable a character is. More left he is, more stable. He is more unstable. And the vertical chart is about how happy or sad he is. More high, more happy. More down, more sad. For these four coordinates, we'll determine what the mental state of each GTA protagonist is. Again, this is just for fun. Let's start. First up is CJ. Now, when the game started in San Andreas, he was not in perfect condition. He lost his mother and is kind of up and down. But still, he shows the signs of a stable being. He knows what he needs to do, what is right, and what is wrong. He is not carried away by any stupid thoughts. So he is going to belong to this leftish, I guess, here. And now let's talk about happiness and sadness. Now, when the game started, he was not like the perfect happy. And as the game progressed, he got up and down, sometimes happy, and when he got betrayed, he was sad. But at the end, overall, I think CJ is a pretty happy guy. So I'm going to place him here. Next up is Claude, the first ever GTA protagonist we got, literally with a personality. That's debatable, though. And when it comes to stability, I think he's like in the middle, because he's neither too crazy nor too sane. And about the happiness and fat factor, I think he's in the middle again because he doesn't show any great sign of pure happiness or sadness. He's just a criminal who likes to kill people and do weird stuff. That keeps him alive. So I'm going to place him in exactly the center, which is pretty fine for a dumb personality. Next up is Franklin, finally a GTA 5 protagonist. Now, Franklin is like the most chilled out protagonist of GTA 5. If you have played it, you know what I'm talking about. So he's definitely stable. He is not a bit crazy, like Trevor. And I'll say that he's not arrogant and psycho like Michael either. He's a pretty chilled out guy. And about happiness and sadness, I think, yeah, he's pretty happy. Especially by the end of the game. Unless you choose a faster ending. He became rich, but he always wanted a beginning for himself. He got that, and now he's completed. The next one is Huang from Chinatown Wars. Now, when I made the evil tier list for GTA characters, I placed him very low, because I don't think he is very evil compared to others, and it is not connected, but still, I think he is very stable, and he is very happy. There is nothing dark about him, a pretty straight-up character, I guess. Next up is Johnny. Johnny is now one of the most popular GTA protagonists because of how cool he is. He's got a lot of fans. But let's talk about the character. Is he stable or unstable? Well, when the game started, he had a big brain. He knew how to use it. But as the game progressed and eventually GTA V, he lost his sanity. So I'm gonna place him in a very, unstable category a little bit. And happy and fed, he's definitely going to be fed. If life were like a living hell, he'd enjoy it. I'm not denying that. He'd definitely enjoy it, but he was not happy. So I'm going to place him here. Now we have Luis Lopez, one of the least known G2 prodigies. Not necessarily underrated. Now let's talk about his alignment chart. So, about stable and unstable, I'm going with stable. And very much in the middle of a stable line, I guess. And about happy and sad, I think he doesn't show any sign of a big struggle. He does his stuff and he likes it, and the whole story and arc of him is him being happy. So I'm going to place him in the happy line. So this is where Luis Lopez belongs. Next up is Michael DeSanta from GTA 5. Now, the game's whole premise starts with Michael being unstable and seeking a therapist because his family hates him. He doesn't like what he does, which is basically nothing. And throughout the game, his situation improves mildly, but overall, he remains unstable. And about the happiness side, well, he has some highs, but overall, he was very downright. He was not overall happy with the situation. You know, when you get old, you tend to commit crimes, which you have to like with passion. So I'm going to place him in the sad and unstable tier. Next up is Nico in GTA 4. Now, Nico is one of the most popular GTA protagonists, a favorite of many, because of how detailed and great Rockstar games have made him. Now, Nico, according to his backstory, was an ex-soldier. Now in Liberty City, he tried to do some weird stuff, but overall he had a moral code. He wasn't a pure criminal. He knew when to be bad and why he was bad. He had his reasons. And overall, he was stable. He didn't go insane around the entire game. And about happy and sad, I think he belongs to a kind of, low-key sad tier. He wasn't fully happy. So I'm going with the sad and stable tier, alignment, whatever you want to say. Tommy. Now Tommy is one bad guy, but He was the first great GTA protagonist after the Masquerade War, and one of the best story arcs I have ever seen. Well, now let's talk about what tier or alignment Tommy will be in. First, if he is stable or unstable. Now overall, I think he is quite stable. He is a bad guy. I know he is dangerous. But overall, he has a sense of himself. He is insane. He knows how to control himself, how to plan, and how to see through enemies' marks. And about happiness, I think he is quite happy. He enjoys his lifestyle. He enjoys doing what he does, even if it's illegal. He loves and breathes this whole Miami lifestyle. So yeah, he will be in a happy and stable tier. Now we are down to Tony Cipriani. Now Tony is like one of the most evil you can say when it comes to Tony. He is definitely unstable. He doesn't have like he has a strong mind, but I wouldn't say he has a moral code. He just does what he wants to do by any means. So he's definitely unstable. And now when it comes to happy or sad, I mean, if I have to analyze overall, I'm going to place him on the happy side. Because even if he was a big-time criminal boss, he was happy. He enjoyed life. His instability was never a problem for him. He enjoyed being unstable. So, this is where Tony Cipriani belongs. This is going to be the easiest pick today, because he is clearly unstable, and he is clearly happy. Some might say that he is actually not happy. He is suffering from a mental illness, and he might be. But I think the overall game shows that he is quite enjoying his lifestyle. He is quite happy where he is in life. He doesn't have any big ambitions, which he failed to achieve. He just likes being around people he knows, and he ended up doing some weird stuff with them. And I am not going to talk about the ending because it kind of changed the whole dynamic. Now we are ending with Victor Vance, no May here. So Victor Vance was the protagonist of the GTA game, and overall in the entire story we have seen from him, he was one of the best ones when it comes to stability. He was a criminal, he had a brother, a problematic brother to be exact, and his whole life was filled with a lot more downs than ups. And happiness and sadness, I think he was full of low-key sad tears. He wasn't a fully enjoyable market-type guy. He was bad, he was good at what he did, but overall, I'm going to place him in the unstable and unhappy tier. So here's every GTA protagonist based on this alignment, and some of you might disagree with my picks, and that's alright. You can always comment and share your thoughts, and I'll read every single comment whenever I get time, and I'll reply to them too. But yeah, you can do that too. And finally, thanks for watching this video. That really means a lot, and I'm going to be back with another video. Till then, goodbye, and take care.